I'll tear my heart open. I don't know.
He is Papa Roach. He is Jacoby.
I fucking love Jacoby. Oh, fucking Luke is like trying so hard to be Jacoby. He is like
Papa Roach.
The value brand version of Jacoby. You go to Walmart and you get fucking Lucas Jacoby instead.
Oh my god.
But Jane looks great.
Jane looks great, except at some point she's wearing some like blue eyeshadow that's not great, but like
heavy eyeshadow.
Otherwise, she is a saint. Sav is wearing some dumb camo polo at one point, and Danny's wearing this like maroon cardigan-y sweater, but it has like a weird like
There's like
a tiger on it.
It looks like a moldy shirt.
It's really weird
because it's a very faint powder yellow on this maroon, and you're just like,
no, it's like a gray.
It's just like,
is it yellow too?
It's like, did you leave this in the sun? Did you accidentally run this through the wash with bleach in it? Like,
do you like leave this in the dirt?
Also, we gotta talk about Sav's hair. It is so long and flowy.
It's so long. Okay,
it's like what, like 2008?
I think it's 2009. This episode came out March 2009. But it was probably filmed in 2008.
In like 2008, 2009. That was peak like skater boy hair, like helmet hair, where you grow your hair so long that you can see it outside the helmet.
I feel like it was even a little too late for this long hair, but actually maybe no.
This is when it was like maybe dying off, but like it's also known as like a lacrosse flow because you let it grow outside your helmet.
Right.
And
yeah, definitely.
And so Sav's on the football team or whatever, or it's just like in vogue. But, like, Sav, you do, like, it's like he blow dries it.
Yeah, it's very flowy.
And because it's just so pretty, it's like, this isn't, like, cool, tough football, bro. It's, like, I mean, Alli cares a lot about her appearance, too, so.
Yeah, they're related. Speaking of hair, Peter got a fucking haircut.
It's so bad.
It's bad. It's like the cropped, tight emo hair. Is that the best way that I can describe it?
But he's blonde, not emo, so it just looks like a bad bowl cut.
It doesn't look good. It's like the tight, long emo cut. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but that's the only way I can think. I'm trying to think of someone else who had that hair. The only other, like, reference I am thinking of immediately is also another, like, obscure Canadian teen show, Instant Star. It's when, like, that dude with the glasses, what's his name, Riley? I don't know if that's right. It's when her best friend who was like, I'm in love with you, but you friend-zoned me. Like, the guy with the glasses, he gets, like, new, like, straightened weird hair at some point, and it's like that. But that's another, like, very obscure reference.
Oh, my God.
Can you think of anyone else who had hair like that?
5? I don't fucking know.
No, but that was more like bowl cutty.
Like Beatlesy. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, so Blake, total tangent, but
oh, but he also has like puffy sideburns.
Yeah, it's so bad. Guys, can we talk about how if Peter was a fraction less attractive, he would be the biggest loser in the whole school. Like, the fact that he's pretty is the only reason he's cool, let's be honest, because he's such a fucking try-hard. All right? Just Peter enters the scene, and he's next to Glow Up Sav and Glow Up Danny, like, new for me, and I'm like, oh my God, Danny and Sav look so cool, and Peter's like, hey guys, you want to have a sleepover? And I'm like, Peter, you were older than them, you should be able to pull seniority and rank and coolness, like you dated Emma, but oh geez, what a fucking loser.
He's terrible.
Also, one of my favorite jokes of all time, excuse me, it's like some little alien or robot or something is like, the friend zone, that sounds like a wonderful zone. That's my favorite place to be. So that's all I think of now when people are like, oh, she friend zoned me. I'm like, oh my God, congratulations. So good for you. I love Friends.
In the second part of the episode, that's where my next fashion note is, when Claire and Alli are going through Darcy's old clothes. There's like a makeover sequence, And then Claire eventually lands on like a cute plaid coat. It's like a pea coat. And, of course, like a cardigan and like a button-up shirt underneath it. But she wears jeans.
She, like, takes off a big coat, reveals a cardigan, and Allie's like, you're so hot. And I'm like, ooh, you smoke it in that fucking cardigan. Like, she was wearing, like, her old all-girls school uniform before, right?
Yeah.
That had a skirt?
Yeah.
Okay, she's wearing more clothing. All right,
but it's cuter.
It's definitely better styled, like 2009 style. Like,
well, yeah.
Allie's big, like, walk down, not Allie, I'm sorry, Claire's big walk down the hallway. Like, this isn't...
She is wearing heels, though.
She's wearing heels, which,
and
like,
jeans.
was not allowed at our school.
And... like, I know, that's why, like, in any TV show where, like, all the high school girls are wearing heels, I'm like, what?
But can we talk
Nobody
about the last
does that.
time there was a walk down the hallway guys turning their head scene?
Oh, it was Manny.
Manny was in a thong. Like, that's...
She was whale tailing.
That's like an actual, oh my God. Like, even if you're not into girls' butts or whatever, you're just like, holy shit, that is like a full-on thong.
I mean, but Claire's like the girl who always wears a uniform. Okay. So seeing her wear not a uniform would probably turn some heads.
Let's break down this outfit. Like, even if it's, like, I hate to be gross, but it was like a Catholic schoolgirl uniform. Teenage boys are gross. Hands down. That's one side. This, okay, we start at, she has her hair down and looks very nice. Then we go, boom, big old crucifix. Boom, puffy shoulder dress, belt, jeans down to her ankles, like covers up 90% of the high-heeled boots. I'm like, she's wearing more clothing.
But she looks good.
I'm not denying that. I'm just saying, but like 2008 was a different time, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wrote a note like, is this the first time we've seen Jane and Lucas's mom?
It might be the second time.
She's really cool.
Yeah, I like her.
She's wearing like also super like 2008, 2009 clothing, but like it's not like too young for her or whatever, but like very like fashionable.
Yeah. Oh, the beanie kid in the dot. Reese?
Reese.
He's wearing like a brimmed beanie turned to the side and is like, what's your name, cutie, to Claire?
Remember when people put brims on beanies?
Never forget.
Our brother was real into that.
Oh, Gray. I think that's all the fashion notes that I have, though.
I mean, yeah, you got your staples everywhere else. You know, Johnny DeMarco hat and tenderly long
hair.
blonde.
His hair is so gross.
Okay, I need a disclaimer right now. I had a friend, like I was like a sophomore and she was a freshman, and a senior hit on her, and I was like, ew, gross. That's disgusting. You're an adult. She is a child. But I kind of ship Johnny and Alli. I don't know.
I kind of ship them too.
She's so cool.
I ship them, but I just...
Speaking of Alli, she has a terrible hat.
It's like a plaid Peter Pan hat.
Like plaid fedora, but like and there's like a big old hair clip very visible underneath it. And Allie's like, how come everyone thinks Claire is so much hotter all of a sudden? I'm like, take that shit off your head.
It's a bad hat. It's a bad hat. It's like a plaid Peter Pan cap.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like a full fedora. It was like tiny.
Also, at one point when Alli is dressing up Claire in Darcy's old clothing, and she's like, she doesn't need winter clothes in Africa. I'm like, okay, but like where in Africa is she? Is she in a temperate zone? South Africa snows sometimes, you know, depending on where you are. They have penguins.
It's an entire continent, Alli.
Entire continent.
We're jumping all over the goddamn
We're really
place.
trying to avoid talking about this.
I don't know. This might just be a disjointed ep.
That's also true.
Because I don't know how much people... Okay, well...
Let's power through.
All right. So Lucas Schubert in the very first scene.
We haven't even got to the theme song.
So Lucas shows up and drops off the car so Jane can take her driver's test. And his hair is very bad.
And I'm fucking sideswiped like the whiplash to the theme song.
And then, then the theme song plays. Allegra, tell us your thoughts. We've already talked about... Kelsey and I have talked about it already, but...
It's bad.
It's very bad.
So Holland and I live together. So I've heard the theme song, unfortunately, quite a few times now. My room is right by the living room, and there are no doors, so pretty unavoidable. And I'm like, this sounds like a dying trash panda. And then looking at it visually, it's fine. Like, whatever, it's Degrassi. Except they put Peter's fucking smarmy face in it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, it's like Peter, like, pulls the camera to his face a couple times and be like, it's me. Which I don't get.
Unnecessary.
Like, why are we giving Peter control of the camera yet again?
Oh, and literally every time Peter is, let's count it out. Peter's on screen like 3 times at least. Then we got like Blue and Casey and
Riley.
They all look the same. I literally thought it was the same person every time. I'm like, why is Peter on screen? Different names? Oh my God, these are different people. Like,
yeah, they all have like sandy.
Like, I'm glad. Like, we have diversity on this show, but you can't, like, Danny glowed up. Like, good for you, Degrassi. That was an accident. You got Savin, but you're really casting, like, one type of person.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
All right. So then after the theme song, Jane comes home and she's like, I passed my driver's test. Yay.
In one try.
Very exciting.
Which is not something I did.
And then she's like, no thanks to Lucas. He was, like, late dropping off the car. And the mom is like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do about it. Maybe having Izzy around is going to help. And I was like, well, probably not.
We get Izzy. Triumphant return.
She does not speak.
No,
right?
She says, what? Daddy.
I don't even remember her saying anything because I was like,
in my notes, I have every white guy with dirty blonde hair is the same. And then it's like Jane's mom is like babysitting Izzy and they're like talking in the background. Maybe this is later. I didn't write a ton of notes, but I think they're like, oh, you want to see your dad? And she's like, daddy. Just like daddy, period. And I'm like, oh, God.
Oh, Isabella, you're not a good actress. I'm sorry. But yeah, she's like, maybe having Izzy around will help. And Jane's like, yeah, probably not.
She's like, we tried this.
And then I think this is also when Lucas is like listening to gross, like nu metal-y rock music, and I just wrote down he has the faintest of chin strap / sideburn facial hair.
Who is his stylist?
It's so faint. And then we're with Leia and Danny, and Danny's like, I can't believe you watched 4 seasons of Lost just for me. And she's like, I wanted to see what it was all about. Also, side note, there are so many fucking Lost references in this episode.
Biggest boner for Lost.
It's like, I mean, I guess this was the time when it was probably at its height.
Yeah, I mean, like, they did a parody of it, like, a couple seasons ago.
No, they did it in, like, a mini,
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, it's like, they're just, like, all about Lost right now.
Also, we find out, like, we don't know, but this is Leia's first lie.
Yes.
They're like, later, they're like, oh, who's your favorite other? And and I'm like, you're such fucking nerds. These are the coolest kids at Degrassi.
Who has a favorite other?
I've never seen this show, but that statement of note, I'm just like, what a fucking nerd.
I can't remember any of the others except for, like, the main dude with the bug eyes, and I can't even remember his name.
I could not.
I don't know.
Tell you any. I can say
Panthers, tweet at us. Who's your favorite other if you watched Lost? Because I don't think I remember liking any of them.
Fun fact, I did improv with a guy in college who was a child actor on Lost for one episode.
Oh, yeah, you told me that. Wait, who was he?
Who's the asshole? Is he he's like time travel related?
You got it. This is still too vague.
Okay, so I watched one episode of Lost once, and it was like, I think it was like the...
Spoilers for Lost, by the way.
I think it was the first time. It was like, oh my God, this is time travel? Is his name Ben? Is there like a Ben on the show? I don't
Maybe? I haven't watched Lost in a really long time. I've only ever watched it like once all the way through too, like when it was on.
Okay, if there's any like sort of distinct villain character who's like a white dude with brown hair.
Jacob? Was that the guy's name?
Does he kind of have like a round head? He doesn't have a lot of hair.
Maybe it was Ben. I don't remember.